Something very strange is going on with the US presidential election. Let's talk about it. As I'm sure you're aware, Vice President Harris has gotten a lot of huge endorsements, from Taylor Swift to the CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, Steph Curry. Tons of actors, musicians, athletes have all backed Vice President Harris for president. Then, the news was just announced this morning, 1 in 4 Georgia voters have already voted in early voting. And there have been a lot of early voting in many different states. Georgia isn't the only one. That one came out right before I started this video, so I decided to share it with you. And early voting tends to favor Democrats. Democrats just tend to vote early. Republicans tend to vote on the day of. So when I saw this poll come out today and say that Trump suddenly had taken a lead, I said, that seems odd. Also keep in mind, during the primaries, about 20% to 25% of Republican voters in all the primaries voted for Nikki Haley when they had the opportunity to. And now this poll comes out this morning that says, oh, Donald Trump just took the lead with 2 weeks to go. That seems strange, right? That seems like there's something weird going on. Well, if you believe Senator John Fetterman, there is something weird going on. This is intentional. This is an intentional move by the Republicans to flood the zone with junk polls that make it look like Trump is either nearing the lead or has taken the lead. This post was made this morning or last night with a completely fake poll. This poll doesn't even exist. He just said that this poll exists. Dan Pfeiffer on his blog posted this, and I'll put it up on the screen for a few seconds so you can pause it and read through it. There's a lot there. Basically, what Republicans are doing is, if they can flood the zone with polls that are perhaps less reliable but show their guy winning, they can do a couple of things. First of all, it can help suppress the vote of Democrats on election day, when their voters tend to vote. And secondly, if Trump loses the election, it helps their claims of misinformation. And here's a story about misinformation, about how people like Elon Musk have gone out of their way to try to relax rules regarding misinformation on social media, because they know that if Trump loses the election, the only way to get it overturned is with a bunch of misinformation and lies and falsehoods that they can then use to turn public sentiment and influence court cases. There's a lot of different things that they can do by flooding the zone with misinformation, both now and after the election is over. So keep your eyes open, keep your chin up, and watch out for people that are trying to lie to you to convince you of things that just aren't true.